Welcome back to Nintagious. Yeah, the loading screen is a placeholder. When I made the new transition, it's not exactly compatible with the old loading screen. It looked really funky, since the transition was based off of the loading screen, or the splash screen. So yeah, I made a quick new one. I haven't figured out what I want to do for a new splash screen yet. I have a few ideas poking around. But yeah, welcome back, Jeff, Riley, Logan, JMT. Let me do pixels. As always, thank you for being here nice and early. I was thinking about, I forgot to do this yesterday. I was thinking about starting to do pixel giveaways at the end of the stream, too. I don't want anyone to feel punished for not being able to make it to the end of the stream, but, like, how's it any different than punishing people for not being here at the start of the stream? Like, what's the difference, right? So, I don't know. I'm still playing with that idea. My YouTube dashboard's not working, so let me address that. There we go. Help us make YouTube better for creators. We want to know how you really feel. Don't hold back. Take the survey. That sounds like a tremendous use of time. I don't know if I'm necessarily into that, but maybe. Okay, so I am a little worried about burnout here on this game, and I think part of that is because the last 2 nights after the stream, I've done nothing but play Pokemon all night long, grinding to get ready for the next stream. I don't think I'm gonna have to grind tonight. First of all, I don't think there's gonna be anything to grind on. So I went and did... Where's my map? Where's my map? I went and did all the surf routes after the stream last night. I did all those trainers to get some extra experience. I think my team is all like level 38 to 41. We're gonna jump right into Saffron City right now. We're gonna head to the Sylph Company, which I think is right here. And I have a map ready. I came prepared, so I can just get in and out of this place and just get it done. Because we have a lot of stuff that we need to do over the next 2 nights. 3 nights, but ideally I'd like to take either take Thursday off to just recharge my batteries before Let's Go, or play something else entirely. So I'd like to finish this tomorrow, and if that's the case, we have a lot of ground to cover. Alright, I'll probably stop and fight some randos along the way here. Actually, Clover's the only one that's 38. That's pretty nice. Clyde and Billiam are both evolved. I think Perry is getting close. I think that's like 41 or 42. So that's gonna happen within the night. I think Maple evolved on stream last night, right? I think. But yeah, we're not gonna sweep this entire area looking for trainers, because that's just gonna... It's gonna be a bit of a time sink. And like I said, there's other things to move on to. I think with a map that Victory Road won't go too slowly either, I think that'll go pretty smoothly. And like I said last night, I wouldn't usually use maps for stuff like this, but since I very specifically want to get it done before Let's Go comes out, I'm okay with doing it. And also, I think the fact that I'm using maps means, like, I won't remember any of these layouts for when I'm playing, for when I'm playing Let's Go. Like, none of it's gonna be fresh in my mind, because it's gonna be kind of throwaway. That might not necessarily work, but we'll see. I'll be more thorough in Let's Go, for sure, is basically my point. Or if I was playing this game blind, I probably wouldn't be using maps, but I've played this game like 3 or 4 times, so... And it's kind of funny, when you have a map of this place, and you know exactly where you're going to get the key, and then know exactly where you're going to get to Giovanni, there are, like, 6 floors to this place that you never have to visit. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, it's a big maze with, like, teleporters and shit. Yeah, if it were a little bit fresher in my mind, I'd probably be able to be like... I'd know exactly where I was going. I'm like, oh, gotta go this way to get... I don't know if I actually have to go in there. I think I can skip that. And since it's not, like... Since it is a bit of a faster run, like... Again, if it were a blind run, or something I was, like, more looking to take my time with, I'd probably be wanting to pick up, like, all the items along the way. But... Also, the fact that all the items have been shuffled makes me kind of, like, not care. See, I don't mind these sections too much. And I think that's because there aren't any random battles. If there were random battles, I'd probably be hating this. I'd probably be, like, just miserable and just bitchy and be like, just get me the hell out of here. Like, the mansion was not fun. Because it was just random battles every 3 steps, and like that was annoying and not fun. Hey guy, how's it going? But yeah, I was, like I said, I'm a little worried about burnout because I basically woke up and I was like, man, I'd like to play something other than Pokemon today. And again, part of that's because, like, all of last night, that's all I was doing, was grinding. The night before that, I was mostly grinding, but then I also was, like, finishing the break screen and such, so... Hey, Taro, how's it going? How is your Diablo grind. Of course. Oh yeah, that sucks, guy. Yeah, like, night shift isn't for everybody. Like, some people really like it because they like me. I don't really like being up during the day. I prefer being up at this hour. Not this hour, because it's like, you know what I mean. But yeah, some people just can't do it, and the only thing I can really say there is, does it pay extra? Because it might be worth it if they pay, like, audit compensation or whatever it is they call it. Oh. Would you guys have any interest in watching Mario plus Rabbids? Or is that a game that you just kind of don't care about? Because I noticed that I saw something about it being on sale at Best Buy for like 20 bucks. And I was like, that might actually be like worth picking up now, finally. But if no one's interested in watching it, what's the point, you know? I don't see many people streaming it, which kind of tells me that it doesn't stream well. But then I guess it's been out for a while, too. Yeah, I was looking through it, because I guess Nintendo announced a bunch of Black Friday deals, and I was looking through those, and that was the one that stuck out to me, as like, this one might be worth it. There were a few others, but like, they weren't as affordable. Like, it was stuff that was on sale for, like, 40, and I was like, that's, like, a good price, but not enough for me to impulse purchase it. Alright, this is fun. Mario plus Rabbids was the one I was looking at. Hey, World of Yokai, how's it going? Of course he didn't, like, cleanse himself of paralysis, and I don't really have, like, items for, like, curing myself. I can't complain. I can't complain. Well, I'm realizing very suddenly today that I do not like having facial hair. So I can complain about that, I guess. I desperately want to go shave, like, after the stream. I don't know. Some days I wake up and I'm just like, man, get this off of me. And then other days I'm like, perfectly okay with it. And today's just one of those days. But aside from that, I'm super. I don't have to fight this guy, but I'm gonna do it, because why not? I'm like 2 weeks in, though, so I thought I was over the part where I didn't like how it felt. Yeah, I get what you mean. I don't think it looks bad, it feels bad. I don't like the way it feels. And yeah, it's not really what Guy said. It's not really coming in the way I wanted it to. So that's a downside. Yeah, I decided to do No Shave November this year. And I'm not sure. I'm like 99% certain that as soon as November's over, I'm gonna. It's coming off. I don't think this is something that's gonna be permanent. What I can't decide is if it's gonna be a December 1st thing, or maybe I'll wait until Smash comes out. Which is only an extra week. Yeah, my hair grows fast, so I shave every other day. Yay. Alright, let's see. Go back this way. I kind of want to look for some other guys to fight. Just to milk a little bit more. Like, I'm basically done already. I can basically go straight towards Rival and then Giovanni. Hey, Solar Beam. Would that be useful on anybody? I don't know. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I mean, like, as you guys can see, it's not growing in, like here at all. It is, but actually a lot of this is coming in as really light hair for some reason, and you can't see it. That's another thing that I'm not liking about it, because I was expecting it to be, like, darker. How did you not kill a level 28 Paris Ekans in one hit? With Body Slam. Like, how on earth? How do you not? That doesn't seem right. His EVs must be fucked. And yeah, that's true. Since you're so young, it's not gonna come in very thick yet. When I was your age, it only came in, like, down here. Like, it didn't really come in anywhere else. And even then, that's the part that grows really fast. For me, still. Could barricade a little bit more. My opinion on Gen 3, it's not very good. As in, my opinion's not very good. I haven't played it in a very long time, to be fair, so... I'm just kinda... I actually am hunting for battles a little bit here. Yeah, you have to be careful with that too, Logan, because if you, if you shave that, too much, it just comes back thicker every time. I have a very light one that I actually stopped trying to shave off constantly because it, like, I was like, that's just gonna keep getting worse. There's an episode of Seinfeld where they for some reason they start shaving their chest hair, and then it starts growing back thicker and thicker and thicker, and then they can't stop shaving it, and like, yeah, that's a thing. Like, yeah, the more you cut it, the more it comes back thicker. Well, when I think of the generations, I don't think of the remakes. I think of, like, the main generation. With, like, in terms of, like, the new Pokémon they add, and, like, the characters and the world. This is first gen wearing a third gen skin. But it is still first gen. It's still Kanto.
Where am I exactly?
Oh, no, there's no one there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gen 4 is my favorite, but then even that, it's been a long time since I played it, so maybe it's not anymore. Maybe I'll go back and play it and I'll be like, this isn't that good. You guys know how I am with, like, I don't want to get anyone's hopes up or promise things, but I'd like to do a platinum playthrough on the channel at some point. I just have no idea when it's gonna be. Especially now, because... yeah, like, when am I gonna have time for it? It won't be until after Let's Go is done, at least. And even then, like, it's been months since I've played a Zelda game, so I feel like I should stick one of those in there somewhere. It's tough balancing, like, all these different games. I mean, Let's Go is already going to be a bit of a break. I'm not going to go as hard on the Let's Go as I'm going on this. I'm probably going to play Let's Go Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but then, like, Monday and, like, Tuesday and, like, maybe, like, it'll be every other day after that. And that's even if I do it all 3 days on the weekend. I might not, because if I do start suffering from some burnout here, I might want to put it down for a while. I might not want to go too hard. And then it's a matter of figuring out what to do instead. Still have to do Mario 3, and I want to finish Woolly World. And then I guess I have Mega Man Legacy Collection to do. I still need to finish Celeste. So it actually might not be, it might be a while before I outright start a new playthrough or two. Honestly, by the time I clean up most of those playthroughs, Smash might be here anyway. Depending. Depends on how long... Depends on how long Let's Go keeps me occupied. No? Nothing else? Alright, well this is the teleporter I have to take. Which leads to Riley's favorite. So I should probably go heal before I do that. There's so many games that, like, I want to play. It's just tricky to figure out what to do and when. Not only that, but decide what is a better fit for the main time slot compared to overnight. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's kind of hard to just, like, outright run out of stuff to play. If anything, I might occasionally have a time where I'm like, none of this sounds fun. That can happen sometimes. Well, let's boot up Go while I'm fussing with my phone. Excuse me. I wonder... So here's a random question. Not random, because I just segued into it pretty well. Should I, like, hotkey my microphone so that I can turn it off really quick when I have to sneeze? Like, I know some streamers think it's, like, 200% rude if you do something like sneeze on stream, but it's like, if you gotta sneeze, you gotta sneeze. This is kind of the way I feel. And I always turn away from the microphone, at least. But should I outright mute it, or is it not a big deal, do you guys think? Yeah, I kind of feel like streams are kind of like uncut, right? Like unedited. Like, that's just the way it is. You're gonna have stuff like that. You're gonna have, like, coughing fits or something. Like, you're gonna have yawns. You're gonna have... I'm gonna potentially be eating during longer streams. I feel like it's a little unrealistic to take every precaution for all of these different things. Alright, let's go get healed up. Hey, Coulter, how's it going? And yeah, don't worry about it. It's not actually a big deal. Whoops. I should have just left. I should have just kept going. Man, I could have come and... I could have done this place a long time ago. This stuff's, like, all actually really low level. My bad. There's a tour chick downtown, but I don't feel like going freaking downtown. Yeah, the teams typically, like, all use the same Pokemon, and they're, like, relatively easy to deal with. Hey, Gamesrus? Gamesrus? Games are us? Not sure what that's supposed to be, but welcome to the stream. How's it going? And Art, how's it going? Good to have you. I don't really see a problem with you asking for names for your Nuzlocke, as long as it doesn't get, like, too spammy. I mean, I'm so far in this that, like, I'm not really asking for names anymore, so it's not like there would be competing or anything. But yeah, as long as it doesn't get too spammy, I think I'm okay with that. I should have just gone with quick attack. Yeah, let's keep giving him some experience for now. Also, thank you guys for the like spike. I just saw it spike from like 5 to 9. It's always nice to see. I actually haven't... It came up right at the beginning of the stream yesterday, Art, but that was it. I think it looks really good. I'm looking forward to it. Some of the Pokemon look a little unsettling, but, like, I think for the most part they did a good job with it. Oh, would you... Could we not? Is this really happening? It's kind of funny, actually, because there's an artist that has done, like, realistic Pokemon, like, artwork, and it turns out they actually hired him to work on the movie. So that's, like, really cool to hear. Like, that he, like, it's always cool to hear stories about that, where, like, somebody goes from fan artist to, like, official artist. I forget the guy's name, but I was reading an article about it. Yeah, you probably know who I'm talking about. Yeah, it's... He was pretty big for a while there. Alright, seriously, let's get out of here and go heal. Perry's gonna faint, but, let me scan back here and see if I'm missing anything. Oh, come on, you almost made it. That would have been a miserable Nuzlocke fail if I was still doing a Nuzlocke. And yeah, we do have 10 likes. Let me do the 100 pixel thing for you guys
quick. Bring my map back up. I've seen that happen, Taro. That was actually why GameStop canceled my Switch pre-order, is because they tried to charge it the day of to see if the money was there, and I had to transfer it from another account, and I wasn't able to transfer it in time. And then they were like, okay, we're just gonna cancel the order and give it to somebody else. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And it was like months in advance of the Switch releasing, like... Alright, Games R Us, thanks for stopping in, thanks for the subscription and the like. And, I'll probably be playing this again tomorrow, and I'll probably be playing Let's Go this weekend, so maybe I'll see you again. Let's save quick. Boop. Yeah, I could see that. Sometimes they do that thing where they only charge like $1, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I wish they would just... I think, for me, it's... Tell me what you're doing. Like, let me know in advance. Like, if you're taking the money, when you're taking the money, etc. Like, so that I know, are you taking it right away? Are you taking some of it now and some of it later? Are you waiting until release day? Like, tell me these things so that I know what's happening with my bank. Fought that guy, I think. Yeah, that too, a little bit. I think that's more in regards to, like, sales pitches. I went with Pikachu. That's just the one that wound up feeling right. Alright. I saw you in Saffron, so I thought I'd see if you got better. So you came into the enemy's hideout just to wait and ambush me? Couldn't you have just, like, waited outside the Pokemon Center like a normal person? Weirdo. Okay. Starting this off strong, I see. Yeah, it's... So, I was compiling, like, a pretty long list of pros and cons between both Pikachu and Eevee, and, like, trying to figure out which one I wanted. And you'll either laugh or you'll 100% understand what I'm talking about here, as a fellow artist. What the deal breaker for me was looking at footage and seeing how, like, Pikachu rides on your shoulder, and Eevee rides on your head, but it looks really sloppily done. It doesn't look like it's riding on your head. It looks like a fan mod where they just took Eevee and just stuck it there really quick, and they were like, yeah, there you go. Eevee's riding on your head. It looks really sloppy and bad, and that was what the deal breaker for me was. I was like, I don't want to run around the entire game looking at that, because it just doesn't look that good. Yeah, Taro, you're not wrong. Yeah. He does come off a little creepy sometimes. And, like, trying too hard. Again, like, why couldn't he just hang out outside the Pokemon Center and be like, oh, hey, how's it going?
You can even keep the whole like, haha, I'm sure you want to get your ass beat right now, haha. Gary fucking Oak. But like, what I don't buy is like, so he infiltrated the Rocket's hideout to wait for me and ambush me. Did he just let all of the Rocket goons go? That doesn't seem very Gary. You think Gary would be fucking all these guys up, because he's fucking Gary. Like, you think he'd be like, fuck these guys. And just like going to town. That's the part I don't buy. I wasn't really paying attention to what he was sending out. He'd do a better job of that. There's theories about everything, though. Is that just because he's the gym leader in Johto? Do 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 do. This isn't gonna go well, but I have to try because I think Periwinkle is actually gonna be my psychic killer against Sabrina. She needs to evolve though. Wow, you're just giving this to me. You have 2 psychic types? You're kind of a joke. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Yeah, and you fight him right before Giovanni in the casino too. So it's like, why was he there again? Why was he there fucking around? But like, none of the goons were like, man, this other kid just came through and beat our asses. Although I don't think Team Rocket wasn't really doing anything on the SSNs, so. I'll probably transfer Pokemon from Go at some point, but who knows when? Because who knows when they even let you do it. I do play Go semi-regularly, so. And my Kanto Dex is mostly completed. I think there's like 3 Pokemon I'm missing in the Kanto Dex, not counting legendaries. But I don't think I'm not gonna use it to like make the game easier or anything. I don't think. I'm not gonna transfer a Dratini like first thing or anything like that. That's rough, Taro. I was about to say, how do you even see a site like that? But then, right, you're a doctor. Nidorino. Ah, that's funny. I already have a Nidorino. I literally already have a Nidorino. We're gonna name it the exact same thing. We're gonna name it Nox 2. No, we're gonna name it Nox 2. Nox 2 the Noxening. Doesn't make any sense, but I don't care. I could see that, Taro. I'm sure you see some terrible things in that line of work. Logan, you tried the Charge Blade out. Yeah, it's... There's a reason I used Charge Blade in 4. That was, like, my main weapon. And the reason I didn't choose it for Generations was because I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to play it on autopilot very well. Like, I didn't think I'd be able to juggle making the Charge Blade work and paying attention to chat. I was like, I don't think that's gonna work well, so... Because, yeah, it really requires a different, like, frame of mind to make that weapon work. Floor 3. Yeah, if anything, look, someone else is here. If anything, I'll bring stuff over from Go as like, so I have a Squirtle nice and early or something cool like that. Because like that's one of my favorite Pokemon is Blastoise. So I might bring one of those over like as soon as possible if you're not able to find them in game like easily. I am a little worried that you're not able to find stuff like that in-game at all, and you're gonna have to bring it over from Go, because I think that would be kind of shitty. But I'm not gonna transfer, like, a Dragonite, like, Night 1, or something like that, you know what I mean? And again, it depends on when they let you start doing stuff like that. I tend to assume with the way Pokemon works that they're, like, not gonna let you do it until you beat the game or some shit. Maybe not quite that long into the game, but... Speaking of, I'm gonna close Go because I'm not seeing anything exciting. Yeah, but the thing is... Riley says that stuff doesn't bother him. How much of it have you actually seen in front of you? Or is it just that hearing about it doesn't bother you? Because seeing it is a lot different than hearing about it. Or even, like, seeing it faked in a movie or something. Very different cases. I really want to get Perry some good level ups here. You didn't even give me an option. I'm gonna give it a shot anyway. Oh, really? See, I think it would be the sight of stuff like that that would kind of stick with me. And I have a pretty strong stomach. Keep going with this for now. I'm actually thinking that, like, depending on how long the Sevi Islands take, I might actually be able to start Victory Road tonight. Oh, that seems like overkill. That was dumb. Got greedy. I could see that, Taro. I think that's pretty accurate, too. God damn it. Oh, never mind. Fake Out always goes first. I was gonna say, god damn, that thing's fast. Well, I'm not terribly afraid of him as a gym leader. Based on that, I think that's gonna go fairly smoothly. Thanks, mister. I'll probably never use it. That's tough, Riley. That's tough. Gary's good. Silver's good. I think Wally is decent. I don't think the opposite gender rivals are really stupid to me. I don't really like those in any of the games because they do it a few times. Barry is good. I think Barry's a lot of fun, just because he's just so goofy. I don't like the ones in black and white. Because they're annoying. They're like... They're not annoying characters, but they're annoying as rivals because they're persistent and they suck. Like, they're not threatening rivals at all, and they never leave you alone. You have to fight them both, like, once per city, and it's really obnoxious. I never played Black 2 and White 2, so I don't know. I think that one has a different rival, doesn't it? The ones in 6 are pretty goddamn boring and generic, and there's too many of them, but you don't have to fight them too often, at least, so they don't bother me as much as the ones in 5. I think How is the worst one. I kind of forgot about How. I think How is the worst, because he especially stands out because everybody else in Sun and Moon is written really well, and he's written terribly. Like, he is, like, the most generic character. Like, he's barely even a rival.
She started eating a napkin. Kids, am I right? Okay. So I kind of... The dojo scares me, because I don't have very much anti-fighting. Yeah, I remember, like... I remember what the Black and White 2... Like, remember what he looks like, but I don't remember anything about, like, his character or anything. I just hated... Sharon? Was that his name? And, Bianca. I thought they were absolutely terrible. I do think, like I said, I think the opposite gender rivals are, like, the most boring and lazy rivals. However, How is an actual character, and he's somehow actually more boring than they are, which says a lot. However, I thought, like, if you count him as a rival, I thought and I know I'm forgetting his name again, I thought the edgy blonde dude in Sun and Moon was, like, a decent rival, if you count him as one. He had a lot of depth, too. Depends on, like, what is classified as a rival and what isn't. I think Barry might be my favorite, just because, like... Gary and Silver are good from the angle of, like, that they're, like, kind of... They're mean rivals. They're not, like... They're not this friendly rival bullshit that they pull in most of the other games. But I think Barry was actually, like, a good friendly rival, because he was, like... He was just... goofy and lovable, I guess. Hey, Soph, how's it going? Welcome to the stream.
So I've heard good things about GameStop lately because of like the fact that they have like payment plans and you don't necessarily have to pay everything up front. I've personally had very poor luck with GameStop. Yeah, like Taro said, I don't go to GameStop unless it's my absolute last option. I've had one too many bad experiences with them.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
But that whole payment plan thing does sound like kind of appealing. But like I don't know, I already have enough shit out on payment plans, so I don't think I'd really enjoy it. Cause I'm still paying off my freaking tablet monitor. And I hate having, like, monthly payments like that, so, on the other hand, not a big fan of payment plans. It's convenient, but, like, I'm the type of person where, like, having that monthly payment drives me up a wall, so... Yeah, we're just gonna keep wrecking this shit with Dragonair, screw it.
I'm just getting smashed digitally.
But yeah, Amazon will probably do you solid when it comes to getting it to you on day one. Unless you're looking specifically for a midnight release. It's more like layaway. It's kind of the same thing. Nice. Best Buy might do okay too, but like, I haven't had good experiences with Best Buy so far, so... Yeah, layaway is just like another term for... I think it's essentially the same thing as a payment plan. It's just, yeah, it breaks a payment up into, like, multiple payments over a couple months. For those that don't know, Soph is Australian, so there's a little bit of lingo, like, lost in translation there. Yeah, layaway is, like, very specifically, like, a Walmart term, I think. Alright, we can take Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan, and neither one is those Pokemon, so left or right? Which one are we taking? I don't know if they give me a, like, I don't know if I can check one, and then it'll be like, are you sure you want this? I don't know if I can check them both. Right. Love disc. How about not? Charizard! Holy shit. They're just giving me a Charizard. Okay. That is amazing. Sad thing is I'm probably not going to use him, but that's like the funniest randomizer. I wanted to name it Beautiful's Bane, but that's not gonna fit. Yeah, I went with Smash digitally because I want to stream it midnight release. And I already have the GameCube adapter from the Wii U. Viewbane might work. Is that too far-fetched of a reference, or do you get the joke that it's like a Rathalos? Love disc and a Charizard. That's really funny. Yeah, I'm still deciding. I mean, it's a ways off while also not being a ways off. I'm still deciding if, for the Smash stream, if I should start early and play something else for like 2 hours to like let everybody get here and get comfortable and like kind of have like a pre-launch party. Or if I should just start it at midnight. And if I do start it early, what should I play? Those are all important questions. Are you kind of clueless about Pokemon 2? So, I've had a few other viewers, like, I actually have a bunch of regulars that are, like, really into Pokemon, but then I've actually had a few others that also have no clue. Alright, I don't have a map of these teleporters. We're just gonna fumble through here. It's fantasy cockfighting. You're not wrong. So I'm 99% sure that the first stream, like the release night stream for Smash is like, you know how this is making an assumption, by the way, because I don't know if this is actually how the game is gonna go, but you know how in most of the games there's like multiple ways to unlock the characters, like you can get them through multiple means, and in most of the games you can just get them by playing a certain number of versus mode matches. That's the way I like to do it because I feel like I'm like earning them. I'm worried that World of Light is gonna be so free that like you're gonna like it's just gonna be like Subspace Emissary where you unlock all the characters in like 5 hours and you're not gonna feel like you're earning them. So I don't want to do it that way. I'm wanting to do it like the versus mode method. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably just gonna jump straight into versus mode and just play against AI and just check out all of the characters as I'm unlocking them. I'll probably have character requests will probably be open, so if somebody is like, hey, I would really like to see Pikachu, I can be like, okay, I'll do a couple Pikachu matches. That's my current plan. that might change. I figure there's gonna be so many streamers. There's gonna be so many streamers doing World of Light that I feel like I don't have to do it. If people really want to see World of Light, they can just go watch another streamer, because most streamers are going to go straight into World of Light, or they're gonna go directly online. I don't think many are gonna go directly online though, because who's gonna want to go online with only 8 characters? But yeah, that's my current plan. Things might change there. Cute. Asshole. But I think that'll give everybody a good idea of, like, how I like to play Smash, too. And, like, regulars in particular will be able to look at it and be like, okay, this is what we should expect from when you stream and we play online. Oh, right. This isn't gonna do much, but... Yeah, I've actually known quite a few people from Australia. When I played World of Warcraft, I played with a few people that lived in Australia. And yeah, they both, like, when the first one told me that, like, everything in Australia can kill you, I was like, oh, it's a joke, it's funny. And then, like, the other one told me the exact same thing, and they were, like, they weren't friends or anything, and I was like, oh. And I've heard it confirmed by, like, quite a few people. But yeah, then, like, with Smash, I think my big concern is that I'm probably going to get new viewers coming in demanding that I play online. And that might be frustrating. You already tried to learn Hail a couple levels ago. I'm kind of tempted to take that. I don't really need Powder Snow and Ice Beam. But Hail is kind of meh. Most multiplayer games are toxic, yeah, like, if you're with the wrong crowd. And that's kind of my goal with Smash, because I was always, when I played it with friends locally, I want, like, we never got hyper competitive, and it wasn't about, like, crushing each other's hopes and dreams. It was all a very, like, casual, friendly hangout experience, and I would like to recreate that with my streams. And I'd like for people to feel like they're comfortable, like, even if they're not very good at Smash, to feel comfortable to come and play, and not feel like everybody's just mocking them for, like, not being best of the best. I think it's going to be a bit of a struggle to create. I think my community already is that, but it's going to be new people coming in that's going to be tricky. I guess I'll just get rid of Powder Snow. I really don't need both. Yeah, I forgot about 100% Blizzard, actually. Okay, so who else can really, like, do damage to psychic types? Maple can, so let's balance it out a little bit. Yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of people that, like, a lot of kids that aren't going to be getting it right away. Especially if they're also getting Pokemon, because parents are probably, like, saying it's one or the other. I mean, really, all it's going to come down to is I'm going to have to tell mods, like, No begging. If somebody's begging that I play online so that they can play, or if they're begging that somebody leaves the match so that they can come play instead, like, no begging. What, like, tell them once, no begging. If they keep doing it, time out. If they keep doing it, ban them. Like, just, like, no messing around there. Yeah, I think it's more fun as, like, a party game. I mean, I wouldn't say it's more fun, because I don't think there's a problem with people being competitive about it. It's the people that can't dial it back that bother me. And I've talked to View about this, and he explained that this is, like, that's basically what a tryhard is when it's somebody that's hyper-competitive and they're playing against people who aren't hyper-competitive and they can't, like, stop being hyper-competitive. They can't, like... If you're really, really good at Smash Brothers and you're playing with people who aren't so good, in my eyes, that's a reason to, like, pick up a different character or something. You don't pick your main against people like that. Like, 'cause why? There's no point other than you showing off and potentially ruining their good time. Actually didn't expect that to one-shot. I keep forgetting that I don't have an electric type. Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty protective of the community when it comes to doing Smash, because I saw it happen with Splatoon, and it was easier to let it go when it came to Splatoon, because I was a very tiny channel when I was playing Splatoon. And I still am a tiny channel, but now I actually have a community. And in Splatoon, I saw a lot of kids that came in and, like, they'd add me to their friends list, and then they would not watch the stream. They'd just leave. I got the occasional kid that would trash talk and, like, and do the squid bagging and all that bullshit because they wanted to show off on stream, and it's like, I have no interest in giving people a platform to show off like that. Especially when there's going to be hundreds, if not thousands, of other streamers playing Smash and taking all challengers. Like, it's not like there's a shortage of people to play with. Yeah, if anybody's super toxic, I'm probably just gonna be like, either stop or leave or be banned. Because I've just... Which is gonna be important, and I guess I should point this out now, to not even joke about being... Like, not even, like, be joking toxic. Because I've seen that happen in other streams, where somebody says, like, hey, stop being toxic, like, don't call somebody an idiot, and then other people start doing it for the meme because they think they're being funny, and it's like, that's a good way to get yourself banned. What the fuck's a Ghastly doing in this gym? Can't we just ban them all in advance? I wish it was that easy. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough modding stuff like that, I think. Especially, like, I've told people this, I've told View this, I've told the other people that I mod for, I've told them this. I'm not a good mod, because if I could get away with it, I would ban kids just for being fucking annoying. Like I would. I would not put up with that shit, because it's just dumb and obnoxious. Squid bagging is just the Splatoon version of teabagging, is all it is. I don't think Nintendo's community is that toxic. I think the Splatoon community is really toxic. Yeah, except instead of crouching, it's submerging in ink, like, over and over again. Yeah, I'm kinda like that, Soph. I often give people too many chances, and then, when I'm pushed too far, there's no going back. Come on, give me, like, anything other than these 3 rooms, for crying out loud. Months ago, I had a troll that I gave way too many. I gave like 2 or 3 chances. Like he kept just acting out, and I kept saying like, just like, could you not do that? And he just kept doing it, and eventually I banned him. And then he jumped on another account, and I was like, alright, I'll give you another chance. And then he pushed it too far again, and I banned that account. And then the 3rd account came in, and I was like, alright, I'll give you another chance. And then eventually, no, I was like, no, you're just banned on site. As soon as I know that it's you, you're done for. Like, you've used up your chances. I gave that kid like a dozen chances, and he failed the test, like, every single time. Yeah, that guy in View's stream that tried to say he could say the N-word because it was his dialect, yeah, he was fucking... The only thing that was, like, not frustrating about that is he was so predictable. Like, I knew exactly what his game was, and it, like, didn't even piss me off, because I knew exactly what was gonna happen. As soon as we banned him, I knew he was gonna jump onto another account, and he was gonna come try and say that it was because the mods were power-hungry. I knew 100% that that's what he was gonna do, and he did it. So it didn't even piss me off, because it was, like... It felt good, because I was right, if that makes sense. Dialect is, like, local slang. Dialect is, like, that's a word we say in this part of the country. Or this part of the world. I don't know if that's a very good explanation. Now I'm gonna have a hard time getting out of here. I know this was the first one I came to. There we go. If I remember correctly, you can go into this portal and just go always up or always down, and you'll eventually get to Sabrina. I might be wrong on that. I wouldn't say it's accent. It's more so slang words. And yeah, Tara, like, you're not wrong. It is my channel. I can ban people for any fucking reason I want. However, I believe that everybody deserves at least one chance. Especially because I think a lot of viewers are kids that just don't know any better because nobody's told them any better. So I think they deserve a chance to be told that's not that's not something you do, and a chance to correct their behavior. And then if they don't correct their behavior, fuck them. They're gone. Like, that's kind of how I look at it. The N-word is not It's not local slang, no. It's not dialect. That guy was being that guy was fucking trolling. He was trying to get us mad at him so that we would ban him, and then he could come back and say, "Oh, the mods banned me for no reason." He was hoping that... I've seen that act before. He was hoping that the streamer wasn't paying attention, so that the streamer would then get mad at his mods for banning somebody without reason, because he wasn't paying attention to what happened. That's what that guy was hoping to do. It didn't work, though, because View pays too much attention to his chat. Like, he actually watches his chat, so that didn't work. But that's exactly the game he was trying to play. He was very obviously breaking a very obvious rule just to get in trouble, just so that he could say, "Oh, the mods are power hungry," and, like, just to try and get the mods in trouble. Oh no, yeah, I could ban anyone I want to. Like, there's no restriction on, like, you can only ban so many people or anything like that. That's not a thing. It's just a matter of the streamer's own rule set and what they determine is ban-worthy. That too, Soph. I've seen View deal with people like that think because View is black that they can get away with saying that word, which is stupid. Like, and I've seen that happen in I've seen it happen in other streams with similar streamers. Yeah, we were saying that's what... We've seen that happen in View's streams, that people think they can say it because View's black. And yeah, some people do that. There's another channel I watched that... He lives in the Bahamas, I think. And yeah, he's a black man, and there's been kids he's been playing Fortnite with that have been like, "Oh, I can say this, right? It's okay." It's like, and he's always like, "I'd prefer it if you didn't, but I guess I can't stop you." Yeah, I had somebody a couple streams ago come in. He didn't use the word, but he, like, respelled it in a way that made it not that word, and I still was like, I'm not even gonna address that comment, like... Well, there she is. Did I get all the trainers? I think I fought all the trainers in here. I'm pretty sure I fought them all. I need to go, like, heal, though. God, where am I? Yeah, I fought her. Let's go back this way. Hey, Paul, how's it going? And yeah, it's not a fun topic, to be totally honest. I think what it comes down to is, like, the streamer just has to have a very clear set of rules that can't be misinterpreted in any way. I'm pretty sure I have a rule that outright says no being toxic. So if anybody's being toxic, I can ban them, because I gave them a warning. If they didn't read the rules, that's their fucking problem. Like, that's not my problem, because they're right there. But that gives you... Then people can't say, "Oh, you banned me for no reason." Because, no, the reason's listed right there. Yeah, I mean, like... Also, with that autocorrect, I wouldn't have thought anything of it, because unless it actually autocorrected to the slang word, then I'd be like, then I'd start asking questions. But... Yeah, autocorrect's terrible. Especially because sometimes, like... What's a good example that isn't too lewd? I think one time I was talking to somebody on Discord, and I was ranting about somebody, and I called them a cock. And now autocorrect constantly tries to fill that word in when I'm talking to people. And I'm like, would you fucking stop it? Like, that's not a word I use very often. It was just, I was so mad that I had to come up with a new word to call them. Because because just calling them an asshole wasn't powerful enough. So I called them that instead, and then now autocorrect constantly thinks that's what I'm trying to say. And I'm like, would you stop it, please? Like, that just looks terrible. The very fact that that's in my autocorrect is so frustrating. Does this work? I don't know if this actually works. I don't think it actually works. I feel like I would have gotten there by now. I have to be going in a circle at some point here, right? Alright. It's one of those words that you kind of can't say not aggressively. I've heard of that, Taro, yeah. I'm really close to looking up a map for this shit, because this is annoying. There we go. Not sure how I actually got here, but okie dokie. And I know this is dramatic, but I have to pee. So we're gonna take a really quick break before I fight Sabrina. But it won't be long. Very quick break. Give everybody a new look at my new break screen if you didn't see it yesterday. So yeah, I will be back in just a minute, and then we'll fight Sabrina, and then we will head to Cinnabar and fight Blaine. This is going to be an action-packed night, honestly. So yeah, stay tuned.
Let's get back to it. Tangled. Yeah, I've heard that before, Taro. Of people, like, either Googling things that they're, like, not proud of being in their search history, or Googling things just to put them in their search history, just to be funny. It kind of sucks, like, it hasn't happened in a while, but I've had it happen in the past where I'm, like, I'm drawing a character that has, like, a gun on them, and I have to research the gun to see what it looks like to find references, and the very fact that I'm Googling, like, specific guns, I'm like, God, I hope this isn't, like, raising red flags anywhere, because, like... How to fool drug dogs. Alright. We're gonna see how far Maple can get. Even though I said... Even though I said Perry was gonna carry here? Perry's gonna carry? Perry carry. I think... if Maple can get going with Fury Cutter, she's gonna be unstoppable. And this is already looking promising. Oh yeah, I know what you mean, Paul. Venomoth isn't even psychic, is it? Isn't it like bug and flying? This isn't helpful. Alright, Clyde's gonna fuck it up, whatever. That just kind of ruins the Fury Cutter approach I was taking here. Yeah, I can see what you mean, Paul. I think I can agree with that. Oh, it's bug poison, whatever. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 do 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 do. Nah, I can agree with that. Like, I think I've went on this tangent before. Like, I personally feel like everybody's a nerd about something. Like, being nerdy about something just means you're passionate about it, is the way I see it. Yeah, it's kind of a frustrating thing about slang. And even, like, some memes are like, yeah, they're just, like,
Like you said, they're just butchering a language. I don't really want Slam. No, I'm gonna pass on that. Slam's not bad, but its accuracy sucks. Also, I just completely crushed Sabrina. I was, like, putting this off for way too long. I thought that was actually gonna be hard. I could have done that, like, 2 streams ago. It's gonna take me longer to get out of this place than it did to fight her. Yeah, this is definitely gonna take longer than it took to fight her. Alright, now off to Cinnabar. So we'll definitely be able to finish all of the gyms tonight. I'm actually thinking I might be able to finish early tonight, actually. If I want to save Victory Road and Elite Four for one stream and, like, have a proper, like, finale stream, which even that, I think, is not going to fit in 4 hours. And it's not going to be that long. I don't know, around what level is the Elite Four? So I can be keeping in mind, like, how much grinding I need to do. But grinding at that point in the game is infuriating, because it's so fucking time-consuming. Alright, really quick. Let's save. Yeah, I see what you mean, Taro. Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, yeah, I see what you mean, but at the same time, there are so many people in this country that are closed-minded, and it's like, that makes me sad, because when you're closed-minded, how do you actually have conversations with people? Like, I don't know, I don't get it. Like you said, without getting into politics here, I don't mind discussing politics with people, but I'd say 80% of people aren't mature enough to discuss politics, because they go off on tangents, and it gets so unrelated, and it's because they're closed-minded. Like, they don't know, like, the true news stories, or, like, they just don't know what they're talking about, and they don't want to know what they're talking about. They want to think that they know what they think is true. Like, they just want to... They don't want to question any of that. And that's sad, because I think questioning reality is, like... important? Maybe not important, but... I don't think there's anything wrong with thinking outside the box and questioning things, is like maybe a better way of putting it. Billiam's gonna get wrecked, because he's part bug, so... Yeah, and like, even if you're 98% sure that you're right about something, fucking Google it, and fact-check yourself. It's so easy! It's so easy to just go double-check, but people don't want to. Like, that's too much work. Like, it's dumb. I don't remember if rock resists fire. It might. And hey, Scarlet, how's it going? I was wondering where you've been. I kept thinking, like, you missed all the suspense of, like, all this stuff evolving. I don't think all kids are closed-minded. No. I think some definitely are, but I think there are some kids who are very open-minded, too. It kind of depends. Oh, right, this is like... Yeah, I just want to fight the guys. I don't even care about the quiz. I want the experience. Rock does resist. Still, I have enough anti-fire that I'm not terribly worried. Yeah, it's true, Taro. I think a lot of people probably think it's a bad thing that some kids, like, grow up online now. But I think that's a good thing, because it exposes you to such a diverse... to such diversity. To just diversity, period. I was gonna say diverse people, diverse view... just diversity, period. You're meeting people all the time that have, like... that are just different, and there's nothing wrong with being different, and that's important for kids to know. I think it's so interesting talking to people online and learning things about them. Learning things about, like, just everything. How they grew up, what do they do. Like, stuff like talking to Seven about how she used to pilot helicopters, or talking to Taro about being a doctor. It's like, those are not experiences that I have. So it's fascinating for me to listen to stuff like that, because... in a way, it broadens my view of the world. View is another one that's fascinating to talk to, because he's done, like, so many different things with his life, and he's only 27. Like, he's worked as in, like, marketing, I think. He was a dancer for a while, now he's teaching English in Korea. Like, he's done so many different things, and it's like... I guess I've done a lot of different things too, but it can be easy to look at your own life and think that you don't, like, do anything. Because since you're living it, it doesn't feel as special sometimes, I guess. And yeah, even within communities, you can be like... I've mentioned this before about, like, any big franchise. Whether it's, like, Pokemon, or Mario, or Zelda, or Sonic. Even within those communities, I always use Sonic as an example here. You have people that are Sonic fans because they grew up playing the Genesis games. You have people that grew up playing the Dreamcast games. You have people that grew up playing Sonic 2006. You have people that are growing up playing Sonic Forces. You have people that are growing up watching the cartoon. You have people that grew up watching or reading the comics. You have people that are growing up now watching the new cartoon, but ultimately, you're all still Sonic fans, and you're all still... I guess you're not necessarily all video game fans, but it's like, kind of what, like, Paul said about we love video games and it's super diverse. It's like, yeah, everybody here, I guess most people here, I guess I shouldn't speak for everybody, but most people here, like, enjoy video games in some shape or form, and in that regard, we all relate. Even if we don't necessarily like the same games, there's still something to relate to there. And I think the desire to, like, relate to people is, like... it's connected to how open-minded you are. Because if if you hear somebody talking about something that you don't know anything about, and your thought is, please tell me more, because I want to be able to relate to you on this, you're way more open-minded than somebody who's just like, I don't know what you're talking about, so I'm just gonna go about my business. Now I'm a little bit behind on chat, so I'm gonna try and speed catch up really quick. I think you do win, Soph. And yeah, that's true with the grass is greener thing, like... When I moved to Virginia, it's not necessarily better or worse. It's just different. There were things about Virginia that were better, and there were things that were worse. I moved back to Pennsylvania, and there's things that are better, but there's also a few things that are worse. It's just, it's different. Especially hamburgers. I think he said 11 p.m. Eastern, which it's now 10:52. It's another reason why I might end early after I finish all the gyms. Because it'll be a good raid target. That I think most people here are going to want to go watch anyway, so it works out. That's a very good way of putting it, Paul. The grass may have been green, but it wasn't my grass. I think that's a very good way of putting it. Trying to think if I should be spreading out experience here, because Barricade's gonna wreck Giovanni too. He's gonna be really high level by the time we're done here. So I feel like I should spread it out a little bit. Let's get Billiam some stuff. Really? Grass screams when it's being cut. That's amazing. Oh, that sucks, Soph. I'm sorry to hear that. I can't sleep in the heat, like, at all. I require such precise climate control to get good sleep. I hate it. I get it, Paul. I was just talking last night, too, because, like, somebody asked about, like, streams having one dislike, and I was like, I feel like one dislike is justified. I have a lot of very unpopular opinions. And it would be wrong of me to expect people to accept my unpopular opinions while not hearing out other people's unpopular opinions. You've been grumpy for 3 days straight now. It'll get better, Soph. I guess I can get rid of this Silphco map. Don't need you anymore. Goodbye. I'm gonna have to dig up a Victory Road map, probably. I don't think Victory Road's that big in this game, but I still just kind of want to... I don't want to wind up wasting like 3 hours on it tomorrow, you know? Australian law must be all about boomerangs, koalas, kangaroos, dingoes, etc. Oh goodness. Yeah, that's something I struggle with streaming, is like sometimes being super professional is like, I feel like it just comes off as fake anyway, and I feel like people would rather that I just be real. It's like I was saying earlier about, like, muting the microphone when I have to sneeze. It's unprofessional to not mute it, I guess, but... like, is it really that big of a deal? And hey, Seven, how's it going? You missed the capturing of Nox 2, the Noxening. Where did I even find... Oh, it was that Lapras. Lapras was randomized into a Nidorino. So I named it Nox... I named it the Noxening. I really try not to eat on camera if I can help it, but in longer streams you kinda have to. Like, because I stream for like 4 to 5 hours a night. Like, I can't just not eat the entire time, and I don't want to take like a 15-minute break to eat or something. So, usually in like my main stream slot, I try not to eat until after the stream. Overnight is a little bit more chill, and I'll usually eat during that. I usually, like, don't worry about it as much. Something I'm trying to work on, though, is I have a bad habit of talking with my mouth full. So I'm trying to work on that. I'm trying to, like, you know, finish chewing what I'm eating before I say anything. That's something I need to get better about. Oh no, I wanted to sub you out, damn. I don't have a thing. I could water gun it, but that's not gonna do shit. Let's just keep going. Barricade some juice. Rock melon? Please tell me more. That sounds like something out of, like, a Kirby game or something. Australians eat rocks, I knew it. Bum 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 bum. Cantaloupes. That's it. Alright, let's go heal. I feel bad. I feel like this part, like, this stream in particular is very anticlimactic. Sabrina was really easy. I have a feeling Blaine is going to be similarly easy. Remember, remember how much trouble Koga gave me? %, Mountain Dew, 20% pizza, 15% mac and cheese, and 15% gravy and biscuits. It sounds like you're doing it right. I need to get more tacos in my diet, is what I have to do. I freaking love tacos, but I'm like... I usually don't want to put in the time to make them, because I'm lazy. Yeah, biscuits, scones, they're basically the same thing. Yeah, I think Barricade's just gonna, like, just fuck them up. Great, like, let's not go into too much detail about gravy, because, like, if you try to explain gravy to somebody, they're gonna think it sounds disgusting. Because in all intents and purposes, it basically is. It's not something that should be good. Gravy's amazing. But yeah, it's basically just grease and fat. Like, it's not... It's not something that sounds good. I'm gonna stick with this. If he puts something slower out, I might sub-bill him in. Bastard. Yeah, let's not again get into the discussion of how people discovered that some things taste good. He's gonna bounce. Or he's gonna do that. That works. You are an ass. I mean, you still are probably gonna die because of that. Yeah, that didn't help you. Sorry. You tried. Points for trying. Arcanine's still really fast. I'm gonna be ballsy, because I want to spread some of this experience around. You can do either. Biscuits are very versatile. You could even slice them in half and make a little sandwich out of them. That didn't do shit for damage. Let's get you out of there. Suddenly this one is scaring me a little bit. He is 47, holy god. Yeah, I wonder, like, how much of, like, food discovery was due to, like, science? Where people were, like, they had a theory that this might happen. Scones are basically biscuits. I think they're, like, a little harder. Whereas biscuits are typically, like, soft and fluffy. But I could be wrong on that. Maybe they're identical. Pink Rathian Rip. You're still struggling with that one, huh? This is in... Is this in your Monster Hunter 4 playthrough you're doing? Alright, now we gotta derail and do this shit. So for anyone who's, like, kind of not sure what's going on, this stuff was not in Red and Blue. I have a feeling most of you know that, but, I'll take it even further, because I know that some people here, like, know absolutely nothing about Pokemon. So this game is a remake of the very first Pokemon game, but as I said, this part is all, like, new content that they shoved in. Oh, Scarlet. Oh, you. I don't know if I really have to do much battling here. I don't, like, even though I said I've played through this game a few times, I don't think I ever played through this part in particular a lot. So I'm not really sure what I have to do here. I think I usually gave the game up before I did any of this stuff. Alright, so I'm looking for a game corner. which is probably this. What on earth are you guys talking about? Ah, shit. I think I picked the wrong option. Cookie sucker. Are these guys mean? I think these guys are mean. Let's fuck them up. Oh, maybe not? No, they're just being dicks, okay. I think this is where he said to come. Well, nothing here. Oh, look at all the mean bikers. How did they even get their bikes here? You know I want to make something of it. Nah, I think I can get you there. I hope this part doesn't take too long, but I guess it's good that I was ahead of schedule, in case this part does take a long time. Yeah, I'm really lucky that I have, like, really strong teeth. I'm gonna have to get an implant someday. I know I've talked about this on stream before, but, like, probably not recently, so a lot of you guys probably don't know this. I have a tooth up front that's still a baby tooth. The adult tooth, like, grew into my jaw sideways, and they had to, like, they took it out when they took out my wisdom teeth. So I just still have a baby tooth up front. And, like, it's basically dead. There's basically no nerves left. I'm amazed that it's still in there. But, like, if my camera were better, you'd be able to notice it, because it's so small. You can see it right up front there. I'm sure I'll have to get some sort of implant or, like, fake tooth to put in or something. Like, I'm not looking forward to the day that happens. No, it's in there firmly. It's not even loose. Honestly, if it was loose, I probably would have just said, okay, let's just get this over with. But it's in there firmly. I hate the fact that it's right up front, because if it were in the back, I'd probably just let it go. I don't know if that might be a really bad idea, but since it's right up front, I feel like I wouldn't be able to just pull it out and then just leave the gap there. I feel like that would look really bad. But yeah, I just have to be really careful about how I chew. Like, if I'm chewing anything hard, I have to make sure to chew on the other side of my mouth. Yeah, I'm not necessarily worried about, like, anyone knowing. If anything, this is probably more noticeable. But even then, I haven't had many people point it out. Like I said, I'm very lucky that, like, my teeth have been very strong. I never had to get braces or any complicated surgery or anything. I think part of it is my mom said when she was pregnant she drank milk constantly, and the dentists have also told me that that's probably a big part of it, of why they're so strong. And then the other part of it is I don't eat a lot of candy, so I think that helps a lot too. I don't know, the last time I was to the dentist, they didn't seem alarmed by it. They were like, just let it go as, like just let it sit there, and when it comes out, we'll do something about it. They didn't, like, the last time I was to the dentist, it's not like they took one look at it and were like, we need to get that fucking thing out of there. They were like, when it comes out, it comes out. So, and I've been to multiple dentists that have said that, so... My concern is that I'll just, like, it doesn't hurt or anything. My concern is just that if I'm chewing something hard on that side, that it'll just outright break the tooth, and then I won't have a choice but to do something about it. That's interesting, Seven. Yeah, the dentist told me that, like, it's actually pretty common for people to have baby teeth like this far into their life. It's not super uncommon. Most people probably just don't talk about it. Oh yeah, it's not rotting. It's just there. It's not like black or anything. Like I said, like if my camera were better. It's just a tooth. It's just tiny. Like, it's just short. Because I think that would be an eye tooth, I think. It would be like one of the pointed ones. So that's the only thing that makes it look weird, I think, is because it's supposed to be like larger and pointed, and it isn't. But yeah, I've never had any complications with it. Every now and then it feels really weird, because, like, basically the nerves are dead, so I can kind of tell I don't have, like, feeling in that tooth anymore. But it doesn't hurt or anything, it's just there. It's just a thing. I have a bad feeling that I'm going to be here for a while. And yeah, that's interesting, Seven, that you have, like, so many. Have you ever had any problems with them like that, or is it just the fear that someday you might, like, bite down and one's gonna shatter? But yeah, basically, around when they started taking X-rays to check how my wisdom teeth were doing, they found that one of my adult tooth was, like, sideways in my jaw, like, just kind of stuck there. It just wasn't doing anything. So when they took my wisdom teeth out, they went in and took that one out, too. And then they said, well, you're just gonna have a baby tooth there for foreseeable future. And yeah, that's true. A lot of animals, like, regrow their teeth. Can you imagine how painful that would be, though? Like, constantly growing new teeth? No wonder sharks are so pissed off, right? Wow, really? When they took me out, I mean, okay, when I had my wisdom teeth taken out, I was like 17. And for those of you that don't know, I don't have my driver's license. I never got it. So, but at the time, I, of course, didn't have one yet because I wasn't old enough yet. I was like right on the edge of being able to get it, but yeah, I had to have somebody there to drive me home. Like they didn't let me. That wasn't even an option. But maybe that's because I was so young that of course I wasn't gonna drive myself. But that is pretty scary that they didn't require that you had somebody there. Something that annoyed me with my wisdom teeth is, like, for many years they kept saying, oh, your wisdom teeth look fine, we're probably not gonna have to take those out. And then just one day they were like, we're gonna take your wisdom teeth out. And I was like, are you just trying to get money? Like, are you just looking at this as, here's somebody that hasn't had their wisdom teeth taken out yet, let's just do it and get money? Like, is that what happened? Like, you went from, we won't have to do anything about this, to those things have to come out ASAP. And I was like, what the hell? Yeah, I think it's pretty common to have them taken out, but, like, they went from, oh, there's plenty of room in there, to, we're gonna have to take those out. And I was like, what? And I'm thankful that, like, I bounced right back from wisdom teeth surgery. I was up within hours, and I was like, can I, like, go back to playing Warcraft 3 now? I've known people that have been out for a week over wisdom teeth surgery. I think they were kind of being a baby about it, but... That looks suspicious. Poor Logan. Yeah, I can imagine, Taro. Like I said, if this one wasn't up front, I would probably say, if it like, if/when it falls out, I'd probably say just, I don't care, just let it go. Because it sounds like going through the trouble of implants is, like, One, it's a lot of money, and it sounds like an enormous pain in the ass. Wow, Clyde actually has a very little HP. I might still be tempted, if anything ever happens, to just say, just let it go, because... I think the money is what scares me. Because I've heard that it's, yeah, it's crazy expensive. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Yeah, that's scary. That scares me more than anything else about it, really. Just the money. Bum 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 bum. You broke your internet? Damn it. Yeah, I guess that works out. Old ornery son of a bitch. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Why's everything here a grass type? Bum 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 bum. Yeah, I will probably not be a pleasant old man. Slam does ridiculous amounts of damage. It's just the accuracy's garbage. I think it's because the older you get, the more, like... You've seen a lot of shit that makes you angry, to be honest. And it just becomes, like... You're just kind of fed up with everything. You'll get it someday. Even at our age, it's already, like... Yeah, we've seen a lot of shit, and it just makes you mad. And yeah, the older you get, like, you start having health problems, and that makes you mad, and... Oh god, how big is this place? I want to go home. Oh good, a Dunsparce. Huh. That looks like there should be a berry there, but there's not a berry there. Bum, 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 bum. That was dumb. Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, I'm starting to feel a burnout a little bit more. I'm really worried that this area, that the Sevi Islands are gonna take longer than they realistically should. I was actually liking the idea of going to beat Giovanni and then ending like an hour early and giving myself a night to just decompress, maybe play something else for once. That's why I say I might not even play Let's Go like all weekend long. I might play it Friday night, and then Saturday I might just be like, I gotta play something else. I mean, I'm okay. I'm alright for now. I'm gonna push for like another 10 minutes and then take my usual break and then see how I feel. Part of it is I just... So I mentioned how I'm trying to be healthier and start, like... I got iced tea to have, like, when I get up in the morning, instead of reaching straight for a soda. The problem with going for tea is it goes, like, right through me, and it means I have to use the bathroom way more often now, which is kind of frustrating, because I used to only have to take a break once per stream. I'm definitely, like, needing to take 2 now. And that's, like, frustrating. So that's part of it, is just that I need to take another bathroom break here in a minute. It probably wouldn't do it as much if I actually if I would get up early enough to have time to eat before I stream, it probably wouldn't flow through me so quickly. But I'm drinking on an empty stomach right now, so that's why it's causing such a problem. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, OCD is like, it's a different type of health. He's not that type of doctor, to be blunt. Although, I don't know. Maybe you have studied stuff like that at some point. Are you the one I'm looking for? Are you kidding me? What is this normally supposed to be? I kinda doubt that she's this scared of a Pidgeotto. Oh, I don't think I knew that Tara also had OCD. But yeah, honestly, at our age, we've dealt with it long enough that we know how to deal with it a little bit better. Like I've told you before, I know how to, like... I know how to pick my battles. I know how to say, like... I shouldn't... Like, this isn't something worth obsessing over. But then I also don't have it that severely. Yeah, I've done that with games before, with, like, creative characters, where I'm, like, one tiny little detail, and I'm like, I don't like that. I need to do over here. But then, yeah, eventually it reaches a point where I'm just like, I'm just gonna do something else instead, because... Yeah, learning to pick your battles is, like... That's important. I think. You want to be my manager? What are you talking about? Oh, in terms of, yeah, like playthroughs and such. Thanks for wasting my time, Bill. But, okay, see, like, I'm glad I pushed, because that actually didn't take that long. Now I can move on with my life. If we're lucky, I might still be able to beat Giovanni and, like, end kind of early tonight. Alright, let's save really quick. Let's head over to that gym. No overnights tonight. I've only been doing overnights on Fridays and Saturdays. Alright, before I dig into this gym, I'm gonna take a super quick break, go hit the bathroom. That's basically it. Stretch a little bit. And then, yeah, so I'll be right back, and we'll finish the last gym, and then probably wrap it up early. Like I said, I don't think I'll be able to finish by midnight like I was kind of hoping, but it shouldn't be too long afterwards. And then next stream will be Victory Road and the Elite Four, and then that'll be that. And then Thursday I can either play something else or just take a night off to relax before Let's Go comes out. But yeah, I will be right back. Stay tuned. Let's do it. I haven't actually deleted my old away banner yet. I just noticed that I still have this source here. I could delete that and, like, free up some clutter here. I'll have to do that then. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't going to be a long break. And yeah, I thought about doing overnights during the week, too, but I held a poll on Discord, and for the most part, people were like, no, I wouldn't be able to make it to that. So I decided not to. It's something I could potentially reconsider if people show enough interest in it. Because, I mean, I'm gonna be up all night anyway. Like, it's like, I wouldn't have to reschedule to do more overnights. But I know that I have a lot of regulars that are younger and wouldn't be able to stay up that late. I've said it before, you're more than welcome on the Discord. I mean, I don't think it would be just you. I know I have a few viewers who would probably watch it if I did it every night, but I don't know. I wouldn't mind doing more, because right now the only thing I've been playing has been on overnight has been Dragon Quest Builders, and I'd kind of like to. I can think of other games that would fit well in that slot, but I also don't want to give that a break and potentially never come back to it. That too, I wouldn't want any of the younger viewers to, like, force themselves to stay up. I don't want anyone to feel obligated. Yeah, I'm sure, like, I'm sure if I did more overnights that JMT would be here. I'm sure Seven would be here for part of it. Taro, Scarlet, I imagine you would be here. View would probably pop in for a bit, because he's usually at work and doesn't have anything else to do. I've thought about it. The only reason I haven't started doing them more often is because I've been afraid of burning myself out, and just because whenever I do an overnight stream, I usually do it in addition to a main stream, which usually means I'm streaming 8 hours that night, sometimes 9 hours. If I were to do that every single night, I know I'd burn out after a while, and then I would be like, then I would have that problem where I'd start canceling stream nights because I'm constantly exhausted. When I tried to do the morning streams, the same thing happened. Like, eventually I was so burned out that I just started canceling like half of the streams in a week because I was just too tired. But I could definitely consider adding like 1 or 2 more overnights. If the demand is high, I could add one on like Thursday night too or something. Wow, that did like no damage. You bastard. Alright, let's just get you out of there. Let's amp it up. Yeah, I don't know why taking a break suddenly made me yawny. I'm not that tired, so hopefully that doesn't continue. Been doing good tonight, actually. Last night I was, like, really yawny, like, all night long. It's another thing I've been thinking about, like, it's kind of unprofessional to be yawning all the time, but it's like, there's not a lot I can do about yawning. It's not really, like, a cure for him or anything. It's also kind of funny that yawns are still contagious, like, across the internet like that. It's kind of weird, because, like, you've heard, like, you hear things about, like, yawning being contagious, but it's weird that it is digital like that. Maybe it's not that weird. I think it's weird. Man, I am seeing all these notifications of, like, great raid targets, and that is really frustrating, because I can only pick one. You don't know who the 8th gym leader is? I've mentioned it a few times. You must not have known that's what I was talking about. Well, you'll find out. Periwinkle, another shot. Nah, yeah, no. Not for a game like this. This game's been out for 20 years. They've remade it how many different ways? It's kind of ridiculous. I was thinking about that last night, because I mentioned something about how it's stupid that people are data mining Let's Go, and they were like the whole game is being spoiled already. And it's like, realistically, what's gonna be in there to spoil? Because we know the plot, and we know what's happening in the game. I'm sure there will be some surprises, potentially, like, closer to the end of the game. And I'd rather, like, wait to see those myself, but still, for the most part, it's not really a game that can be spoiled. It's not like the plot is that deep, either. It's not like there's any ridiculous plot twists or anything. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Do you want a Discord link, by the way, Scarlet? Ah! Yeah. I hate how this gym is such a mixed bag. Like, it's supposed to be ground. But there's so much shit in here that isn't ground. Windows, you scare me every time you do that. You know, I think Windows wants a reboot. I think that's why it's been why it's been doing that lately. It's been a while since I rebooted. I might do that after the stream. Okay. Got it. I don't have any other anti-fighting. That sucks. At this point, it's don't send out something that can die to it. Yum. I guess I should go heal quick. Oh good, there's a Hoot Hoot outside. That's just what I wanted. Thanks, Pokemon Go. Some nights I look and there's like starters all over the damn place. Lately, I've been looking and there's just nothing exciting. They need to add the next wave of 4th gen stuff, honestly. But it's probably not a priority, because most people are going to be playing Go here soon with the idea of trying to find 1st gen stuff. It wouldn't surprise me if they do an event in Go that where 1st gen stuff is just more common. $27. Yeah, that sounds... I think it's about probably that here. But I think we've talked before about how, like... That's expected for Pennsylvania. That sounds a little bit more cataclysmic where you live. That's cold for down there. I am blanking, and I don't remember what Ground Zeroes is. I want to say Resident Evil. Metal Gear Solid. I was close. No, I was way off. I have only played one Metal Gear Solid game and only like an hour of it, so I'm sorry to say that I just have no idea what you're talking about. It was the one that was on GameCube. We've talked about this before on stream, actually, and somebody pinpointed, like, oh, it was this game, and I already forgot what it was again. I want to say it was 2. Could have been the first one, too, though. There's almost too many trainers in here. Also, these two are useless. They're not going to get much of anything done here. I'm going to stop trying to give Clover experience, honestly. How so? Was it like... They couldn't show restraint, and they were like remaking things that shouldn't... They were changing things that shouldn't have been changed? Bum 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 bum. Alright, Tara, take it easy, have a good sleep, thanks for stopping in. Ideally, I won't be going much longer. I think I'm definitely gonna wrap it up as soon as I beat Giovanni here. There's one thing I might do after that, before I end. Because I never did it at the start of the game. I might go fight Gary on the route to the Elite Four. Because don't you... No, yeah, I think I'll end with that tonight. I think that makes sense. I mean, I'm gonna have to fight him, so it's either doing it tonight or it's doing it tomorrow. No, I don't think it refreshes that fight. Well, they're listing both versions of the fight because he's a different level depending on which point of the game you go there. I'm pretty sure you don't actually fight him multiple times, it's just there's a different version of the fight depending on when you go. If I would have gone at the beginning of the game, clearly he would have like only had his starter and like Pidgey, probably. Maybe one other. I feel like he would have had to have something else. I think I forgot about fighting him at the beginning of the game, actually. Like, it wasn't even an intentional skip, it was just I forgot about it. But I don't remember. I might have intentionally not. Because I went that way to go get a first-time capture on that route, so I was right there. I probably just chose not to. Or maybe I planned on going a little bit further ahead and bulking up my team and then coming back, and then I forgot to go back. Who knows? Oops. I wanted to switch for that. Oh well. I want to take my approach with Let's Go. I want to take a very exploratory approach to it. Like, even if I'm like, oh, I know what used to be over there, I want to go look anyway. Because, like, who knows what they might be changing in this game. Let's save this bad boy before we go do this. I'll lead with parry. Oh my god, there are so many good raiding options tonight. This actually sucks. There's like 6 good streams that I could raid. It's gonna be hard to narrow down. Damn, he fast. Yeah, I mean, I know of all of the Pokemon. I wouldn't be able to sit here and name all 800 and however many there are, but I don't think you could show me one where I'd be like, wow, I've never seen that one before. Whiscash were actually randomly spawning here in Pokemon Go, like, last week, or 2 weeks ago, which is weird, because it's like an evolution. Barricade. The other tough thing is I have like 4 people playing Pokemon too, so it's like raiding them seems like a good idea. Bum 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 bum. Of course it misses. I hate, like, being smart and then it just misses. It's so annoying. Are you fucking kidding me? Get over yourself. I don't like many 3rd gen Pokemon, honestly. Whiscash isn't terrible. At least it's unique. Oh my god. Just crit. Just crit him. Just end this. Stop prolonging it. Prolonging it. Dick. Did he actually not have a Rhydon? Some gym leader teams are really weird in this game. Like, I feel like a lot of gym leaders were, like, completely missing their, like, iconic Pokemon. Koga didn't have a Venomoth, which I thought was really weird. But Sabrina did. Like I said, he didn't have a Rhydon, I'm pretty sure. Either that or I killed it so quickly that I didn't even notice that he had one. Which is totally possible. I'm pretty sure it was 2 Rhyhorns, Nidoking, Nidoqueen, and Dugtrio? Or did he have an Onix? I don't know. Okay, let's save it. Real quick, like I said, we are gonna go fight Gary. Did I even name him Gary, or did I name him Blue? I don't remember. But we're gonna go fight him really quick. And we'll end the stream on that. And then next time, I'll be in perfect position to go do, the Elite Four. Or Victory Road and the Elite Four. He absolutely had 2 Rhyhorns. That's the weird thing. Thing's pretty tanky. Okay. Fine. You also have a Rhyhorn. What is with you people and not evolving Rhyhorn? Fairly certain it evolves, like, before that level, too. Are you serious right now? Like, wow. Okay. I guess why do you fucking need to evolve them if you rely on that bullshit? Oh, alright. It's fine. Yeah, of course he did. He's Gary fucking Oak. Of course he did. The weird thing is like, I don't know if you could see like how my mind was working there, because I couldn't remember the difference between Horn Drill and Drill Peck, so I couldn't figure out if that was the one-hit kill or not. So I was rapidly trying to process, did he just kill me in one hit or didn't he? That is gonna hurt like hell. But so is this, so... Wow. Well, he's gonna kill me. On the off chance that he doesn't, try and hypnotize him. Now see, here's... I think I pointed this out when I was fighting Koga. But here's something I don't really love about these games. What level was Giovanni's shit? Like, high 40s? How the shit was I supposed to... Like, where am I supposed to go to grind this many levels to make up for this level gap? Because... wild encounters don't give shit for experience. So, of course you missed. Of course you missed. Like, I've never understood what the game expects you to do when you are, like, behind in level. This could be a mistake. Yeah, but that's terrible. Like, I'm okay with grinding, but I feel like these games take grinding way too far. Like, way too far. It shouldn't take that long to get very little result. Well, now I know that leaving Clyde out would have been a terrible idea, because I almost did that. But I was like, nah, he probably is going to have a water attack now. I have a feeling this thing's going to be a problem. I'm really regretting my lack of electricity now. But again, I think that's why I'm being completely open-minded about Let's Go having, like, completely changing the grinding mechanic, because, like, now we're gonna have to be, like, catching these things instead of battling them. It might not necessarily be better, but... it couldn't be worse, right? Maple might get shredded if that thing has a flying attack. Leaf Blade's only gonna hit neutral, but that's probably my best bet, because at least I'll still have stab. This is actually what killed my, like, I've mentioned this before, that the first playthrough I ever did was a yellow playthrough, and that was what killed the playthrough, because a bunch of the gym leaders are, like, 20 levels higher than you, and I was like, I'm not gonna sit here and grind for 4 days to catch up to that. And then all of those battles, I'm gonna have a risk of being killed, and it's gonna further butcher my run. Like, it's dumb. It doesn't make any sense. And I'm really noticing that I have a terrible memory about... Like, I already forgot what it said that he was sending out next. Executor. And it's not even a Gary thing. It's a... These games just do this. And it's kind of annoying. The only very Gary thing was hitting the one-hit KO. Fuck him. That was a very Gary thing to do. It probably wouldn't have actually taken 4 days, but it would have taken way longer than it should have. Okay, fine. I assume you're regretting that decision already. No, it would have been longer than 4 hours, too. Man, you just gave me that. Like, why? You were actually playing intelligently, Gary, and then you just threw that last, like, your last ditch, your Hail Mary Pokemon. You were just like, nah, fuck it. Let's throw out a Disable for the move that he just used that isn't even going to be a threat to me, and then let's just waste a turn with Future Sight. That's so disappointing. That, like, the finale of that battle was completely free. Like, that is so frustrating. Mostly because he did it last time, too. The last time I fought him, his Alakazam just threw the fight. It didn't even try. Like, if anything, that is more frustrating than anything. Like, that's more upsetting than freaking the one-hit KO bullshit. Like, it's ridiculous. And that's, again, it's just a thing with these games. Like, I don't like it that sometimes the fights are just completely free. It probably had stuff like that, but it was like, it was so obsessed with trying to, like, set up on my face that it just threw it away. I was thinking about that, JMT, but, like... Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We have a couple minutes left. We're gonna go to Victory Road. Because I wanted the... like, opening of the gates. Like, I don't know how much of a ceremony it is in this game, but when they check for all your badges and everything, I wanted all this to be on stream. So I wanted to save this for the beginning of the next stream, but we'll go ahead and do it now, because then I can go do some grinding in Victory Road overnight if I want to. Because, you're right, I'm what, mid-40s? I probably want to be, like, low 50s before I attempt the Elite Four. Also, I need to stock up on items. I have to, like, buy a ton of full restores and shit. And the nice thing about the randomizer is it means with probably certainty, like, it could still happen, but usually when you go to grind in the Victory Road, you're up against a bunch of fucking Gravelers that just self-destruct constantly, and it's incredibly unproductive. So, hopefully the randomizer will fix that and give me something that's worth grinding off of. Hopefully it doesn't give me something worse. I mean, Pineco would be the same. It wouldn't be a difference. It's found a second leftovers? That's crazy. I don't really have anything tanky, though, that I could give leftovers to. There we are. Victory Road hype. Which I also want to take up a map for this place so that it doesn't go too long. Especially if I'm going to have to put in some grinding time, too. I don't want to spend too much time fumbling through here with random battles just to have to turn around and come grind on top of that. Yeah, so I think I want to be in at least the low 50s, because then I'll get experience from everything I defeat in the Elite Four, right? So it'll probably carry me up to, like, the mid to late 50s, depending on who gets used how often. But I probably should put in a little bit of grinding tonight. Maybe at least get them up to, like, 48, if I can manage. But I'm going to be totally honest, if I'm faced with spending the entire night grinding again, I'm going to say fuck that. Worst case, we'll do Victory Road tomorrow with grinding, and then we'll do Elite Four on Thursday. I'd rather not do that, but I don't want to spend all night grinding again. I really don't. I'll put in some time, but I don't want to spend the next 6 hours doing that. Probably, Riley. Like, again, that's kind of my problem with these games. Like, I'm okay with level grinding. I'm not one of the... Like, some people just 100% hate grinding, no matter what. And I'm not in that camp. I don't mind grinding, but I feel like this game takes it way too far, because... Like I said, wild battles don't give shit for experience, so it's painfully slow. And like that's my problem. But anyway, for now I'm gonna call it quits. Like I said, I liked the idea of ending a little bit early. Let me take a look at my raid targets and narrow down who I want to raid, because I definitely have, like, I have a lot of good options. See, the thing with grinding AP in Final Fantasy games is that's kind of optional. Here you're outright grinding levels. It's mandatory, because if you're not high enough level, you're just going to get your ass handed to you. AP grinding is totally, like, you can do that as long as you want to, and as soon as you get sick of it, you can be like, okay, I'm going to move on and progress the story a little bit, and then I can always grind more later. And that makes it a lot more tolerable. It feels too mandatory in these games, to me. I think what I might do tonight is I might look at my team and determine who is going to be useless against the Elite Four. And if somebody isn't going to be useful against any members of the Elite Four, I'm probably going to bench them so that I have one less person that I need to level up, if that makes sense. Yeah, if you only have a team of, like, 4, you are going to be constantly overleveled. The fact that I have a team of 6 makes that a little bit more difficult. I think we're going to go with this option, because I don't get the opportunity to raid them very often. And they're playing something I want to watch. This one just seems right to me. All of the other ones are appealing, but they're people I raid fairly frequently. So yeah, we'll go with this option. Let me make sure this is all set. Go away, ads. Alright. So yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. Usual hashtag Nintagious raid. Here's the link. We're going to head over to Chadley's channel, because like I said, I don't get the opportunity to raid him, like, ever. So here's the link. If you're unfamiliar with him, that's spelled just like that, Chadley. He is playing Mega Man 5 at the moment. He's fighting Wave Man. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and just commentate on the whole thing. Just go watch him. So I'll see you guys over there for the raid. I will see you guys back here tomorrow for, hopefully, the finale of FireRed. But we'll see how that goes. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I forgot to do pixels at the end of the stream again, but a bunch of you probably already left, so I'm not going to do that, because that seems kind of unfair. So I'll just, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and enjoy your night.
Take it easy.